everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for this journal with me video, I will be working in my little December daily book here, and I will be using my new printable for December, which is called Winter Cottage. It's free in my shop this month for the entire month of December, and it's up in my shop right now. And so yeah, I thought I would sort of document like maybe the second day with the printable, because it did come out the 1st of December, and I kind of want to get that in here, and then I guess I'll use the remaining bits that I have left over in my unraveling journal, because of course I always want to keep a little bit of each printable in that journal. And so before we get into the journal with me, I want to show you the actual printable, like what you get in the printable. And so I have mine here already printed and cut, and I'm just going to show you the cards first, and then go over all of the little bits. And so, like all of my printables, you get a page that has 2 3x4 cards and 1 4x6. And so these are the cards that you get in this month's printable. And so for this printable, I did something a little different. I ended up scanning a lot of stuff that I had. So like, if you notice here, I have this piece of fabric that is actually a scrap of this linen that I had left over after I made this cover. And so I scanned that in. I scanned that ribbon that I love to use so much, which is this ribbon. I love to use this in all of my journals. So I scanned a bit of that in. I had this paper. I don't know if I have any of it out like here, but it's an old book page that had like a December dinner menu. And so I scanned it here and I took bits and pieces of it and collaged it onto these cards and stuff. This piece here is a wallpaper that I kind of scanned in. And so I kind of went through my personal stash of vintage papers and fabrics and stuff like that and scanned stuff in, and then did these digital collages to create this printable. And so the cards are 100% like collaged. I loved this look. My intention for this printable was to make it feel like winter. I really wanted it to match the color scheme of my December daily. So that's like sort of the pastel-y kind of soft wintry colors that I wanted to use in the printable, because that's sort of the feel that I was going with my December daily. But I also wanted it to not feel like winter or not feel like December, so that you can use it whenever. And so I know a lot of this has December in it, but you can of course collage pieces of paper over that and just use it whenever, you know, in whatever month or time of year that you want, because it's not really holiday-ish. And it has those florals and the pastels and everything like that. So these are the cards that you get. You get the 2 3x4s. This one, I have this little bird image here and some butterflies, and you see a little bit of that wallpaper in the background. And then I have lines here so that you can actually journal on this. And then of course some of that ripped paper with the December on it. This one is really collaged. It's sort of just kind of like a collage piece, so you can do more collaging on top. Like say if you want, I have different pieces here, like this is a stamp that's from the printable. You can just collage on top of it, leave it as is, use it as a layering piece, maybe put like a photo here, or however, you can use it as a tip-in journal on the back. So you have that one, and then the big one of course is this collage. I was actually thinking of making this into a postcard, like actually designing a back and making it into a postcard. I haven't decided yet, because it looks like a really nice, like fun little postcard. But those are the cards. And then I have the assortment of little cut aparts. So the next sheet has all of these pieces on it. The bigger piece from those cut aparts is this little tag, and I made it so that you can actually punch that hole out and it'll actually look like a tag. And so you can kind of string some string through that. You can use it as a bookmark, but it's basically some of the dictionary pages. And so this dictionary page that I use for this printable had joy, and then I used another one that had hope. And so, you know, it's definitely seasonal definitions in this printable here. But I really like that. And then of course I collaged some of that wallpaper and then some French typography and then the butterflies that you see throughout. And so it's very simple, very cute, and you can use it as a bookmark, as a tip-in, as a tag, however you want. And then I have all of the pieces here. Of course, I have this floral that I put that French typography in the background. And I have other little florals. I have these little rose kind of buds, again, in the pastel colors. They're very soft, very, yeah, I didn't want it to be too springy because it is winter. So that's the cottage feel. Like I think these are very cottagey type flowers. And so you have those. Again, you have that one French little stamp here. I put these in. These were actually from one of the pages that I scanned in, and you can use these to like maybe section off a page in your journal, and then maybe journal underneath. One says number 1 and number 2. Then you have your dictionary pages that I layered on top of that linen, the blue linen. You have hope and joy here. You have, of course, the birds on the branch, and then an assortment of butterflies here. So these blue butterflies, very wintry, very cute, very cottage-esque printable here. And so that is the Winter Cottage printable. Again, it is up in my shop right now and it's free for the month of December. So if you want to get it for free, make sure you get it within the month that it's available. And of course, I will leave the link down below to where you can go ahead and find this on my website. And so I think I'm going to use this printable in my little December daily book here. It's like I'm using it sort of like a art journal / December daily documentation / mini book. So it's like a hodgepodge of all those things. And I do have a video showing you the bare bones of this and the little kit that I'm using. So I'll be sure to leave my little December daily album and kit that I'm using video down in the description box below, and maybe up here in the cards as well. And so I am going to use this, but I'm also going to use some papers that I have off screen over here to cover up some of these scrapbooking pages, because this is sort of, I need to write up my reason why here, but I was going to do it, day 1 here, which is, of course, the printable coming out. I really want to document it in here, day 1, and I kind of want to do it kind of chronologically. So this is the pages I'm working with. And I don't think they match my printable very well. So I'm going to have to be creative here. And so I was thinking of covering some pieces up. Now this page, these actually match, so I was kind of putting the cards like next to it just to see how the colors work. The colors do match, but I feel like this page matches a bit better than this page, so I might cover this up or like collage on top of it with like elements of this printable. But I was thinking of maybe leaving the snowman here, because I don't know, that or like turning this into a pocket maybe. I don't know if I want to use this particular card to turn it into a pocket. Maybe put this in here or put one of the cards tucked in, but that was sort of my idea. And so I'm going to pull out some papers, some like other papers that might match this. I also have that wallpaper that I scanned in. I don't know exactly if I want to use that or not, but for right now I'm just going to pull out some papers. I have my little kit over here on the side that I have like different scraps of papers and stuff. And let's pull out some of that music paper. And I do have a lot of that spare linen. That's the same linen that I scanned here, and mine is just on a piece of heat and bond because that's how I did the covers. I used heat and bond. I have this. This would be really cute to kind of do, if my cards fit in here, that would be really cute to kind of tuck it in, do some writing, maybe, I don't know. I have doilies, just all these fun bits that I have here. I mean, if I'm going to use this, I don't want to cover it up too much with stuff, you know? And then this is so graphic that it's really tricky to work with. You can also use the little glycine bag. That sort of mutes that a little bit. Or I can literally just cover up one of my pages with this card, since my book is a little bigger than 4x6. I think it's like 4 1/4 by 6. And so I can literally, maybe I can just tip it in so that I don't really have to cover up those, like I don't have to cover up the snowman, or I don't have to cover up this pink paper. What do we think? I can tip it in this way. So I'm actually going to tip this card in, and how I'm going to do it is that I'm going to glue it to the doily and then glue the doily down to this page, because I do want to cover up most of this pink, because it doesn't, like, the pink shows up here a little bit, like it's sort of a similar color, but not quite. And then of course these mustard dots don't show up anywhere in my printable, so I don't want it to be like the focal point, I guess. And so I think that is what I'm going to do. I was thinking of using masking tape, but I think I might just use some washi. I have this, it's like a dictionary page washi tape. It's one of my favorites to use, and I think that will work really well. So I might just put it down with the washi, but I feel like I might have to glue this edge on first. So let's just glue just that middle piece, this little section here, onto the pink page first, just to get something down so it's not moving around too much. So I already folded this in half. Now to place it. Like that, because I don't want to glue it onto this page, because I want to use that page for like another day. So let's see if we can just glue this doily down that page. I'm gonna have to go in and like glue all that stuff down, but just for now. Then line up this card so that it meets the edge of this page here, and then tape it down. But maybe I can put a little bit of glue here and then sort of secure the top with some washi. So gotta make sure that that is, you know, even. Do it like that, so that that goes down. So this becomes like a page almost. Then I can put some of this washi on top. And I just have a little sample here on this card. I keep these in my little journaling pouch all the time. They're basically like, this is a Free People clothing, the clothing tag, and I just cover it with like a journaling card or scrapbooking paper, and then I laminate this part, but this part is like already has that laminate. This is another one, another tag, and these already have like that nice like smooth laminate. So all I do is use them as cards, and they're pretty and cute, and they all have like floral designs on it. And I just take my rolls of washi and just make little sample cards, because it's easier just to carry around a bunch of washi when they're sample cards than the actual rolls. So I'm going to just don't know how much of this I want to cover up. Or maybe just that much here. This part is a little bit fragile because it is just a doily. So I might actually, what I probably will do is I might cover this up. So like sandwich another piece of paper or something on top of here. That sort of matches this better. I have some white embossed paper that I can do that with. If I want it to be white. Or I can just get some grid paper and maybe cover this and then use this as writing space, maybe? Like journaling space. Because I haven't decided how I'm going to do my journaling for day one, which is this printable. I can always just put this card here and then do a little journaling on that. Or again, I have this little pocket that I can put here as well and do journaling in that. No, that's not right. I can cover it with music paper. I also have this glycine bag. I don't know, I'll figure something out. Let me just kind of secure this down better than I have. So I'm gonna have to cut off that excess on the top and the bottom. And I'm not too worried about that right now because I do need to find something to cover this with. But something that sort of matches this page. Let me see. You know what? Let me just see how I'm going to do my journaling on this page first. I have this tag that I can use. I don't know why I want to use this pocket so badly. Or a pocket in general. Like I really, really want to use a pocket, so I might make a pocket. This pink paper is really pretty from the crepe paper snowflake, and that goes really well with this. I don't know why I want to do some sort of pocket or tuck spot here. I think it's just because you can easily add more journaling to like the page. I mean, I can make this into a tuck spot and use that tag to do my journaling on the back. That is an option. I don't have to use all of these pieces either. I can probably layer joy, maybe right here, or the hope. Then have this as a tuck spot, and then just leave this as like a page, like just the pattern. Maybe I can do Winter Cottage here, which is the title of this printable. You know, I think I might do that. I might make this into a tuck spot and use this for journaling and put that there. So I need some of this tape first. So to get that little tuck spot, I'm just going to put some of this double-sided tape on this edge and this edge so that I can get that little nice tuck. So now I have my little tuck spot there, and I think I want to use that tag. I can also use this if I wanted. Put that there, or both of them. I can, but I think I can also make a card. So I'm thinking I might make my own card to tuck into here so that I can do my journaling on instead of using these. And I will probably embellish it with some of these. Now I have to figure out how I want to do it. I was thinking of using this book or the sheet music from a book. It's in German. I don't read German at all, but I'm assuming that says Jesus Christ on there. So it's, you know, I don't know how fitting this is for this book. I don't actually celebrate Christmas, so this is not going to be like a holiday type December daily at all. But, you know, I have that. I just really like how it looks. Like, so I might actually use a piece of that to make my card, and then maybe put the flowers or a butterfly, or I really love these birds on the branch, but it needs to be on something, and I'm thinking of maybe putting it on a grid, like having grid paper in the back. So I need a piece of grid paper, and no, that's too narrow. I think I want it to be like a card. So I have that. This is a very thin paper here. I can probably glue that to that and then cut it down to the size that I want. Because I don't want it, like I want it a little thicker than that, but I wanted it a little longer. That makes sense. So definitely have it this size, but maybe a little thicker. So let's cut down the paper. Like, let's see. Like maybe this pocket size almost, maybe a little wider. So I'm just gonna mark it here so I know where I need to cut. So let's just follow the grid. Let's try it over here. Put another extra grid there. And I'm actually gonna do this with my scissors because I don't really wanna get up and find my paper cutter. So that works. That's pretty good. And I'm literally just gonna put this like that on it and trim it. I'm wondering if that's a better piece of paper or if I should maybe put some cardstock between it. You know what, I'm just gonna glue it like that because then you can see the other page through the grid paper, and I like that as well. And it's fine that if it's a little thin. So I just went ahead and corner around it so that it looked matched basically. And I like that like that. And so I'm going to see how I can embellish this one. Have some of this writing. This is just embossed paper. I'm trying to think. I feel like something needs to be in the background there. If I'm going to put this down like that. You know? Then this will be tucked in like that as a card. I can do that one. The butterfly would be lovely. I might not do this because it kind of repeats itself. If you see, it repeats itself here and over here. I can do like a cluster here with a smaller butterfly. I do like the doily, so let's just put the doily down. I don't know if I should just keep it simple and leave just the butterfly. I forgot how I was layering. Let's do something like that with the little stamp like that. Maybe I can get one of these little butterflies in like that or something. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do the butterfly. Ooh, my glue stick broke. Then I can just do my journaling on the back here. So this will just tuck in like right there like that. Do my journaling on the back of that. And I have to figure out how I'm going to cover this up back here. Maybe, you know what? I might just put some of masking tape here just to hold this doily down. Because I know I need to cover it. I do need to cover it with some paper, but just to kind of secure it better. Let's do that. And I have to cut these edges off. So let's get this thinner. These smaller scissors to do that. I don't know if I want to write Winter Cottage down here or what. I'll maybe date it, put the date down somewhere. I'm just gonna cover it with this. This is some, what is this? Some embossed paper that I just ran through my embossing machine. It's just regular white card that I ran through my embossing machine. And I'm gonna see if I can fold it over here and then rip this bit of out. So I ran it through my Cuttlebug, and it's just this really nice script. I don't actually know what it says, but it's just this really nice script. And it just gives the page a lot of texture when you add embossing on it. I don't know why I really like that rough edge there. I should have done it this way, but it's fine. And so that is my little tip-in. This actually feels really loose, and I think that's just because of the doily. So let's see if I can put a line of this double-sided tape here. See if it'll hold that doily down. So since I tipped, I basically added another page into this insert here, and it is a little bit longer there. So I think I'm gonna get my paper trimmer and just kind of cut that down. I was thinking that I would write Winter Cottage here, because that's the name of this printable. Winter Cottage. And I don't know if I want to stamp out the date down here, or if I just want to write it in. I think I'll just write it in for now. 12/01/19, and then I will just do my journaling on the back here. So that is my page here. I think I'm going to do a bit of journaling on the back, maybe even repeat some of this washi tape back here. Put that 1 there, since it is day 1. So let's do that. And then I can just do my journaling back here about day 1 and how my Winter Cottage printable went up and everything. And I don't think I'm going to do that on camera right now. So I think I'll do that off camera, just, my journaling. So let's get this back in here, into the little pocket here. And yeah, so that is my spread here in my December daily. And so this is for day 1. I added this card as an extra page here. this tucks in like that, and the back. So day 2 would be here. I guess I'll do something here. And yeah, I really hope you all enjoyed this journal with me. Again, this printable winter cottage is free in my shop for the month of December, so make sure to check it out if you want. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!